Are you willing to donate your body? Got a problem with authority? Would you stop a speeding bullet? Are you afraid of the masked man?
It's time to get hype, bitches.
Come on! Bring it on! Think you've got a game?
Broadcasting live from the heart of Europe, this is the most badass hockey podcast in all the known
Don't say anything about your
land.
drug habit.
Oh my God. Are you really broadcasting? What a start. That's actually my fault. How about that? Well, let's do this again. Broadcasting live from the heart of Europe. This is the most badass hockey podcast in all the known land. And I'm with my point man, none other than comedian and legend. He's back! Comedian legend, legendary Jake Lake. Jake, welcome to the show.
Welcome back, people.
Well,
Good.
I'm glad to
to
hear
be
your
back.
voice, sorta.
It is good to be back.
Is it good to be back? Speak in that microphone. Get ready. We're going to be talking about the week in NHL news, the Kyle Dubas trade. We're going to get all of that right here. Shot from the point live, bitches. Here it comes. That actually wasn't your fault.
Don't worry, I'll make up for it later.
I was about ready to start screaming at you, and it didn't happen. Well, we got our new backgrounds. We got new stuff. We're all getting ready for the 2014-15 NHL season. We're going to be using these summer shows tend to be test shows, and we did them last year. Although, I got to be honest with you, I think the best show we did of 2013, one of them, was the summer show we did last year.
You know what it is? There's no pressure.
No, there's no pressure.
No pressure. There's not much going on. We're just bullshitting. We're just,
Yeah.
just some movement, players, new jerseys you have to get.
No, I think I covered
Yeah.
a good amount of stuff. I was very happy with the last solo show. Thought it kicked ass,
Yeah,
took
no.
names. You know what's really funny right now? I'm watching this kiddie porn called The Blue Lagoon.
Be careful what you say. I'm watching this kitty porn.
Where I get to watch Brooke Shields sleep with her touch the boobie. Was that a laptop? It's the Blue Lagoon. You can't have a laptop. I remember when I was a kid and my friend was like, "Hey, you want to see this movie? You can see Brooke Shields' tits the whole film." And he wasn't kidding. You ever see the Blue Lagoon? You know what I'm talking about?
No, what was that movie? It's like from the 80s or something,
It's
right?
yeah, like early 80s. It's boy, she does look good there. Oh God. Oh, that's beautiful. Now, it is kiddie porn. You know, just like that movie Kids was back in the 90s. And it's about this brother and sister that get shipwrecked and they learn to survive on the island and, pretty soon they end up fucking. Yeah, they're brother and sister. They're cousins. Oh, that makes it better.
It does a little bit. In New Jersey, it's actually legal to marry your first cousin.
So what's going on in your hockey world? We only really got one big story going on.
In my hockey world, in the New Jersey Devils hockey world, or my hockey world.
Well, you got Camilleri or whatever he is. That's a big deal.
Yeah, I got Camilleri and Havlat, and not much on that front. Marty's still homeless.
Big shocker. There's a shocker this summer. Who would have thought that a 42-year-old Martin Brodeur couldn't get moved at this point?
That's you know what? I was hoping he would go on a new team because I could get a new jersey.
You get to drop $200, and he'll probably play 6 games before he pulls his ACL.
Yeah, I would still get it. I don't care.
Yeah.
I'm not getting it because I'm a fan of Marty. I'm not a fan of the team.
Yeah.
Team he goes to.
You never saw the Blue Lagoon?
I may have. I'll have to watch it.
I think this movie helped me hit puberty.
Huh.
You know what I mean?
Nothing like a good old-fashioned cousin fucking to really the movie that helped me hit puberty was Showgirls.
Showgirls. What was that? I don't know.
The freaking one girl from what's her name? From Saved by the Bell, was it Elizabeth Hurley? I think.
Oh yeah, it was supposed to be really controversial, but it just turned out to be another bad movie.
Yeah. But it was like on Showtime, and I was probably like 11 or whatever, and I was like, all right.
Okay, let's get right into it. The biggest news right now probably happened a couple hours ago. Let me call up our webpage for this sucker, because this is kind of important. Let me see our views, because like I said, this is a test show. We're not in our regular season mode yet, and I don't know if I like the background there. Is that even necessary? No, it's not. Bang, bang. I'll just leave that there. I'll go back to that other time. Should I stretch you out a little more? No. I think it's good the way it is. All right. Big news. And you got to know the guys at Puck Daddy are happy. Maple Leafs hire Kyle Dubas as an assistant coach, assistant GM. And you're probably wondering to yourself, and this will be the last time I do something like this, why is an assistant GM even news getting hired in Toronto? Like they're going to do anything this year. This is what makes this difference. Kyle Dubas, well, according to YouTube, but I haven't been able to iron this out, has never played a game of hockey. He is one of these advanced stat guys. He's considered one of these whiz kids. He was the head of the So Greyhounds, big junior team in Canada. And he basically gets by, or his whiz kid label, from his supposedly superior knowledge of advanced stats. At 25, he was hired. This is a job that 40-year-olds don't normally get, even in the juniors. At 25, he was hired. He was head GM. Now he's assistant GM at Toronto Maple Leafs. What makes this significant is Brendan Shanahan, of course, hired him. And this is a possible changing of the guard. And where we're getting away from maybe the guys that have knowledge on the ground. I guess the easiest example would be like Don Cherry and stuff like that. This is Moneyball versus that stupid Clint Eastwood movie. What was that one called?
Which one?
The one where Trouble with the Curve.
Oh, okay.
This is what's happening. And as you know, I'm more of a Trouble with the Curve guy. I generally believe, I guess from a soldier standpoint, you got to have, there's things on the ground that statistics can't tell. I mean, to this day, at least with war, doesn't matter what kind of equipment you have, you still need generals on the ground, calling the shots, seeing the battlefield. And I don't think that's any different in sports.
I feel that you should try and find the best of both worlds.
I agree completely. So I'm not going to throw this kid under the bus. I'm not going to be like one of these old farts and say, he doesn't even play, which does concern me.
That does concern me too. I mean, but you know what it is?
What's that?
Look at baseball. Mm-hmm. Baseball, there are stats like sabermetrics. Mm-hmm. And, they're just stats within the stats.
Well, this is what we're talking about.
And they mean something. And sometimes, and you know what? Mm-hmm. They work. Look at what's going on in Oakland for the Oakland A's.
Yeah, and then they made a film about it, and it worked. Mm-hmm. This is now, you got to know Puck Daddy's jumping up and down right now. All those jerk-offs. But this is a real change.
Think Ryan Lampert has an application out?
Okay, that's what I'm getting at. That's what really fascinating about it. But I'll get to that later. So if this guy is successful, and I'm going to give him a chance, right? I'm not going to just throw him under the bus. I think he will fail, but I don't know it. And I do. I still think you need him if he has a mix of both. Now he's an assistant GM, and if the Leafs don't do well, he's not going to. It's not going to be absolutely the end of the world. But if the Leafs do well, he's going to end up getting a GM's job, and then we're going to see. So take Moneyball, take the advanced stats in baseball. This is hockey's version of Moneyball, and it's happening right now. And this is very significant. This is a change. Now, does this mean we're going to run all the... I mean, I'm sure Ryan Lampert's like, yeah, I'm sure he's warming up an application right now. I was right. You don't have to know anything about hockey to know something about hockey. Now, keep in mind, they didn't hire a reporter. They did hire a guy that looks at hockey in a different way. And the Leafs probably could use something like that.
I mean, you when you're the Leafs, you got to just throw caution to the wind and throw everything at the board, and if it sticks, it sticks.
I absolutely, and I think this is a really daring move.
It is, but Bob Dylan said it best: when you got nothing to lose. So, and I think that's the Toronto Maple Leafs. What are they? If this guy doesn't work out, and things don't go right, what do they get? What's the worst that could happen? They get rid of him and they get someone who's played the game or is coached or
I know what the worst could happen is. The media's the hockey hipsters out there, the Ryan Lamperts, the Greg Wyshynskis, the Harrison Moonies, that absolutely believe that stats can a good stat man can basically be a great coach, because I think they all fancy themselves as great coaches that just weren't fortunate enough to be born in the hockey community, which I don't believe. Baseball is not hockey.
No.
It's a much, much, much different game. And I think statistically you can make a stronger case. Hockey's a game with sticks and pucks bounce and what have you. But we got to give this kid a chance. I'm very interested to see. Now, this is a story that's going to develop over the years. You're really not going to be able to tell, because if he fails now, he's the assistant GM. He's going to wait till he gets a GM job, if he ever gets a GM job. And he's only 28 years old, this kid. So if he's brought in to be a number two man, the stat man for the hockey man, I think that would be a great mix. But it'd be interesting to see when this guy gets a team by himself. And the reason it's significant, why it's a big deal, because the Ryan Lamperts of the world believe if his success may lead to the first reporter being hired by the NHL, and they know it.
Well, you know what? Why don't we throw our names in the hat?
What's that?
We'll throw our names in the hat.
Yeah, why not? Well, yeah, right. I mean, this guy's probably pretty smart. I mean, he's like a mathematician or something like this.
Hey. Who picked the Rangers to go to the Cup, huh?
On what? What was the basis of that? Their colors?
No, actually, it just.
What was the reason you gave me? That if I go for the Rangers, then they won't win the Cup? That was my other.
Actually,
favorite.
that was one reason, but the one reason was I just went based on how the team was built and how they were playing going into the playoffs. So.
Well. I think you should get a Florida. The Florida Panthers should be knocking down your door.
They should be.
Yes, absolutely.
They should be. I'm here. If you want me to.
All right. One of his biggest critics right now, who's screaming and yelling, is this guy, Gare Joyce. And I'm gonna read you a little thing that he said right here. Gare Joyce. He's one of these old time hockey guys, at least an old time reporter. I thought. Well, I can't now. I lost the thing. All right. Hey, the Greyhounds did have a nice little bounce at her. Dubas. It's Dubas or Dubas? Kyle Dubas. 3 seasons there. Did analytics enable the turnaround? Dubas was talking about a puck possession stats and all the rest yesterday. But let's face it, in Major Junior, teams turn things around when they acquire high draft picks. It's really not any more complicated than that. And this is why I think this guy won't.
You want to know something?
What's that?
There was a application for the New Jersey Devils that they were looking for someone to be the director of hockey analytics a while ago. Yeah, I threw my name out there.
Yeah, well, what do you know? You don't even have a college degree.
Yeah, I didn't even know what analytics were.
So, I mean, I got to be honest with you. I think the stats help, but I think the guys like the Puck Daddy world, the hockey hipsters out there, they believe that these could predict game. And here's one thing I got to tell you. If that's true, assholes, if that's 100% true, then you should be going to Vegas, and you should be able to predict games. If you can show me an above 60% in winning average, based on your analytics of and analysis of hockey games through advanced stats, then I'm willing to think that it has maybe it can scratch some of that old-time hockey knowledge about being on the ground, about coaching basically from midgets to juniors to college to the NHL. But I don't believe it, and it's yet to be seen. Now, that I am not an anti-stat guy by any means. I will never be. I think you got to be stupid to be an anti-stat guy. And I think that the money balls of the world, the Oakland A's are a perfect example where stats can make a difference. But we're talking about a different game, a much different game. You know, I remember when I was doing fantasy hockey, and that's what I believe. I think, if Harrison Mooney, if he's pretty good at his fantasy hockey league, so he thinks he could be on an NHL GM. I remember I asked Troy, so what do I do? It's my first year playing this. He goes, draft good.
Oh, yeah.
That's it.
That's
it.
Night and day.
Yeah.
Night
draft
and
good.
day.
Don't draft guys. Don't draft guys that will get hurt mid-season, Jonathan Tavares. That's it. Don't draft guys that'll do that, Jonathan Tavares. And that's it.
Yeah.
That's all I got. That's all I got to say. You know
what makes the difference between a good fantasy team in any sport?
What's that?
Sleepers.
If you could see them, and I think that's the thing. The whole Moneyball Oakland thing was trying to think is like, if you look at stats differently, they're not necessarily sleepers. It's like, I guess on base percentage is more important than hitting average, which they pretty much proved. So who knows? Will it work with hockey? Could. Worked in baseball. But here's another thing to think about it, too. If it does work, that means everybody will start doing it. And then if everybody has the same information, then it's kind of cancels itself out. And you still need those guys that coached their way up, that know the coaching game from the bottom up. That's also why I'm not a big fan of putting Mark Messier right in the NHL. I like what Patrick Waugh did. He went to the juniors and then worked his way up. That's the I kind of think that line of thinking or what have you. So, I mean, this is what I...
Yeah.
You're an expert?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Are you an expert?
You're an expert?
Yeah. Thank
Sounds
you, Andy.
Like anybody can be, though.
Well, we'll see.
That's going to be the day when a guy like you or I that has a stupid podcast ends up getting a job in the NHL, like they're being a director of hockey analytics.
This is about the close... To Greg Wyshynski, if you read this article, you would have thought that one of the guys in Puck Daddy just got hired.
Yeah.
You would have came to that conclusion. I mean, they are excited because that proves them right. We'll see. But the thing is, they will protect
when Greg Wyshynski goes, if he becomes a GM, you can become director of Puck Daddy. Wouldn't that be awesome? Hypothetically, if you were Ryan Lampert's boss.
I got Troy up there still from last year. I got to put your name up there. Take Troy off. That's not Troy. And Skype. There you are. And your beautiful self. I'll give you your big shot. Here. I probably should have done this earlier. I don't know why I had you call in early if I wasn't going to do this. I only did the one thing and I forgot about everything else. Dummy. Keep aspect ratio.
Troy's calling in?
What's that?
Troy's calling in?
No. I had him up on I gave you your close up, and I had his thing up there, and that wasn't the point. Right. Why is that little thing coming up? I hate that. I hate Skype. I bloody fucking hate Skype.
The little Skype sign in the corner.
Oh, it's so fucking yeah. Like, what happened to that? I didn't have that before. Bang bang. Turn it off. Off. I want it off. And now it's probably gonna come up on your end. Yeah, camera's off. Good. And now I'm full screen. And how are you? You full screen now? No.
Yeah.
But no, not on your side, you big dummy. Welcome back. Hey, jerks. If you like, you got any calls, feel free to call us.
Yeah.
On Shot from the Point. Skype it, Shot from the Point. And we'd be happy to take any of your calls. We'd like to hear your comments on hiring a guy that never played hockey for the Toronto Maple Leafs. Fascinating stuff. And I'd love to hear your opinions. Absolutely love to hear your opinions on that. Give us a ring and we'd be happy to do it. I don't know if anybody's listening right now or not. I don't even know if this is a good time. It's summer, whatever. And that's about it. Otherwise, I think we should just get right into the news and go through that. And I don't know. There's not a lot of stuff to do.
No, you went over all the free agent pickups and stuff, and last week.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do? Just sit and wait for the season.
Yeah, pretty much.
And they'll have your big ceremony for being a big loser in the Garden probably.
Big loser. Wait, what's it gonna be like not to make the playoffs again for 3 years in a row?
I don't know. What was it like when you didn't make it for 9 years?
What's that?
What was it like when you didn't make it for 9 years?
What was it like when I make it? Living off of 94, and my team's still more popular and more fun than yours. And they play in a better stadium. That's what it was like.
Don't.
Now you know.
I hate, and this is a big thing, I hate when they talk about the Garden. The Garden.
Why is that?
The basketball, the Mecca. The Mecca of what? It's been over 20 years since they saw any championship in that place.
I'm trying to think. Yeah, it's been 20 years. Yeah.
Any championship.
Yeah, the Knicks stink too. How much you want to bet the Nets win a championship in Brooklyn before the Knicks do?
That would be a bet
You would be. I might take that bet too.
Take it. Go. Find a diehard Knicks fan and go make that bet because you will win.
Ryan O'Reilly. He settles for arbitration at the 0 hour. We did a report on it earlier in the week. Jake, were you a little surprised that Paul Stastny left for St. Louis? After
it seemed like I don't know how to take what are they doing over there and for the Avalanche?
Yeah.
Why did he leave and Iginla signing 3 years at the end of his career?
Oh God, you got to take it. Yeah, it's almost like why are they trying to chintz out on O'Reilly and then give Iginla 3 years he probably won't play? It does seem a little bizarre.
That's what I don't understand. Why are they giving him so many years if he should be a one and done type of guy as far as contracts go.
Yeah, you would think.
Let him go around. I don't even know why he signed with them. They're not a Stanley Cup contender.
Who?
The Avalanche.
You're out of your mind.
They're not there yet.
No, but they made big steps. You got to lose to win, and they have the talent.
Yeah, I know you got to lose. To
they
win.
dominated most of the season. They were one of the most dominated teams in the West.
Who
called that? Who called that game 1 of the season?
I know you did.
Dead
everybody
last.
did. It was great.
Yeah.
Patrick Waugh was shaking the glass, and he showed intensity. It was wonderful. Everybody loved it. But they're not ready yet.
Oh, I don't know if they're ready this year. They're certainly a team of the future. I think they're contenders. I think they're contenders in the West. In fact, if they were in the East, they would be even more so.
No, if they were in the East, they'd be dominating it.
Yeah.
They would have a freaking one by
the West
December.
Is so deep. The West is just so ridiculously deep. But all right, it does seem a little bizarre. Did it pop in your head that maybe Waz rubbing some of the players the wrong way because they're a bunch of candy asses? That's what I wonder if Stastny left. Because you got to figure, being the son of a great hockey player, maybe he's had his ass kissed a little bit. I don't know. Why would you want to go to St. Louis? It's like it's a lateral movement for Stastny, and I don't know. Colorado looks like a team of the future to me. I totally can envision either this year or next year sitting in this. Well, maybe hopefully not this spot. Hold on, this little new apartment by then, but I totally can envision being there, and saying that they won the cup. You know what I mean?
I don't know. Well, just rack this audio. Hopefully you're right.
First of all, they got burned last year. They're going to come back with fire. But I don't know. Please losing Stastny and this thing with O'Reilly, it just doesn't make any sense. And then they throw a bunch of money at Iginla, a 3-year deal at Iginla. O'Reilly and Stastny were.
That's a lot of money for a guy at the end of his career.
Yeah. I mean, I don't care. But maybe they got their priorities straight in lower management, but not upper management. I don't know. But O'Reilly got signed, Mr. Lady Bing, and he's happy. Well, this is big news. I've been wanting to report this for a century. Oh, shit. This thing stuff out on me. And you know what that means? Detroit goal horde time. Red Wings announce new arena plans.
Yeah.
You're an expert?
Yeah.
They're going to be playing in the old freaking Pontiac Dome.
Can you? I mean, we did a whole show on this last summer. It was probably a year to the day. We did a whole show on this last summer. That city has no business building a new stadium.
Why don't they just put it somewhere outside of Detroit, like Michigan? Like
you know what? That
Michigan.
actually makes more sense. To put it in an area just outside of, like, sort of like the New York Giants.
Like, I think I don't even think the Pistons. They play at Auburn Hills, which is like a suburb, like outside of Detroit. Like, I don't understand why I don't just go there. And
I don't know. I cannot put my finger on this. I don't get it at all. I mean, there's under 1 million people living in Detroit now. There's nothing wrong with Joe Louis Arena. I don't even think it's that old. Joe Louis Arena, and it's perfectly amazing to me.
Unless they're trying to find a way to get more build the economy and work and build this arena, but that's not going to do. That's going to just be a temporary Band-Aid on the situation, and they need more than that.
Well, I'm looking through here. It doesn't really say, because Olympia Development of Michigan announced plans for sweeping transformations of dozens of utilized blocks between downtown Midtown Detroit. I mean, how much of this... I mean, if I'm from Detroit and the condition and people are fucking farming in the alleyways over there, a hockey team could not be a priority. It's just... It is...
I know our good friend Pete. He's actually...
You're an expert?
Sorry.
He's a Tigers fan. He actually went out there, and he said it was rough. Just stay next to the stadium. Yeah.
I was in the airport there a few years ago. I didn't see anything. So it looked pretty normal.
It's the airport.
To me.
You can't really judge.
Yeah, you really can't.
Besides Vegas,
Airport.
Think about it. Our airport's in Newark.
Yeah, well, that's a shithole, and you can see it right out the door.
Well, it's funny. Camden's like on its way to becoming the next Detroit.
Camden's been Detroit since before Detroit was Detroit. What the fuck are you talking about?
No, but like they're about to file bankruptcy and all that.
Oh, God. Yeah. Democrats did a great job down there, didn't they? As always. Wasn't that movie American Hustle was about Camden? Corrupt fucks. The place has been run to the ground for years. Do you know, or at least I was told, I've never seen it in writing, I'll be honest with you. Before you go to the Peace Corps, you do your basic training in Camden?
Huh. Makes sense.
Welcome to Camden, New Jersey.
I hate hockey and I don't like
Yeah, they should
kids.
put a hockey team there.
They should. I
Why
think
not?
the Flyers should go to Camden.
Yeah, why not? That's a great idea.
Yeah. I think they should just, the aquarium, they have a minor league ballpark there, and they should just level in the middle of the city.
Sure.
And where all those abandoned houses are, and just put an arena there.
It's fucking unbelievable.
That's what they need.
Super unbelievable. Let me get another story coughed up here, because apparently I clicked on something. I heard about this Australian kid getting signed. The first Australian. Oh, you know what it is? Puck Daddy changed something as we were actually doing stuff. That's amazing.
Well, there was a guy from England, I think, who made.
I thought it was Australia. Hopefully, we'll come over that.
No,
Hey, going back a couple of days, did you see this? Did you see the is this hockey logo offensive? They're trying to make the whole Redskins.
They're trying to do the
Blackhawks
Redskins thing.
Yeah, it's fun.
It's funny, like offensive hockey logos and stuff. Like when the Devils, they first became a team, all the religious people were all up in arms about it.
I remember when I was at DCD and the Devils first came to New Jersey, and so it became kind of popular. We had to have religious trivia, and now name your team. And we were like the Devils, And of course, the CCD teacher had a heart attack. You could be any team, but that, And then we try to.
How about the Duke Blue Devils?
So stupid. Did religious cooks? I would love to see an old article. Religious right? I'm saying.
Well, I read something about over the summer about how each team got their name. Like the Devils were actually the team name was picked by fans on a newspaper newspaper contest, And there was a few other like really gay names, like the Meadowlanders. There was the Gulls, the new one of them they were gonna bring back. The Americans.
Oh, like the New York Americans?
Yeah, they were gonna be the New Jersey Americans.
Oh, Jesus Christ!
And they just they went with the Devils because the legend of the Jersey Devil. And obviously, all the religious kooks got all, up in arms about it.
I can't imagine it was that big.
Yeah.
It's probably. I mean, I really can't imagine that it was that big a deal. But, I mean, Jesus, those goofballs have nothing better to do.
People suck. I've come to just people suck in general.
They really.
There's just a lot of just stupid people, and the internet has given them a voice. and it bothers me.
Yeah, I mean, we got a show.
Yeah, I know. Exactly. My point exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
If the internet wasn't around, we would just be stupid to ourselves.
Yeah, and we wouldn't bother anybody.
We wouldn't bother anyone with anything.
No. Ryan Lampert would never got upset. Greg Wyshynski would know my name.
Would just be fine, and you would just do your thing. I would do my thing.
Greg Wyshynski would think that he was really well liked, and respected. After all, he gets to pick the Vezina Trophy every year.
A perfect example.
Yeah.
And people get upset over anything and everything. They don't even look at what they're getting upset about. Did you see the picture of Steven Spielberg with the dinosaur from Jurassic Park?
Yeah, but I think most people knew that was a goof. I don't really buy that.
You'd be surprised.
Really?
I had a few friends like, this is horrible. Why would you kill this innocent creature? And everyone's like, oh, that's Steven Spielberg. I'm never watching any of Steven Spielberg's movies.
I don't have the thing in front of me, but what Jake's talking about is if you're lucky enough to have Facebook and you see all your every time somebody punches a pit bull, everybody gets all up in arms and shit, and whoever made this, there's a picture of Steven Spielberg while he was filming Jurassic Park, and there's a decaying triceratops behind him, and somebody wrote something to the effect of like, "Oh, this is horrible." They're so rare or whatever, and people thought that Steven Spielberg, or whoever the guy in the picture was. I mean, people are they're ready to be outraged, ready to go, ready to be outraged.
And it's just people just love being upset at things.
Yeah, I know.
And it just, I don't know. I've been having conversations with Tracy about this and stuff. People just get upset over just anything and everything that they can think of.
Anything they can.
Yep.
It's absolutely fucking aggravating. What a boring way to live. I mean, that's it. They were talking about, we were just talking about a few minutes ago with the is this offensive? And they show some older version. And it's just like they want to be offended. Everybody needs you know why? It's not that they're offended. It's not that they care. It's just they want to seem sophisticated and self-righteous. Look at me. I care more than you. I remember, who's the freaking talk show host? Remember when everybody used to put those ribbons on their thing? They had a blue ribbon, a red ribbon, this for AIDS, that's for this, that's for this, that's for gays. Yeah. I remember, I forget who was somebody's like, I saw somebody, he had like a whole military sleeve of them on his shirt. And he said, you know what this means? It means I care more than you. That's exactly what it means. That's exactly what it means.
Anytime somebody punches a pit bull, it's
yeah, I know. Everybody punches a pit bull. Everybody get upset. Look, I don't think punching pit bulls is okay.
No, and that's the thing. I would never ever do it. I would never ever just go up to a pit bull and punch it.
Yeah, but there's people there's slavery in Darfur, and there's chemical weapons being used in Syria, and nobody is really all that outraged about it.
Yeah, it's
yeah, but the Jews went to go defend themselves, and now everybody's pissed off. Ow! I saw his cock. Oh my God, this movie's porn. It's straight porn. Is it getting hot?
What? Tommy's rubbing his nipples.
They showed penis. Maybe it's because I'm in Germany. They cut that out of the American version. All right. Hey, Alex Ovechkin. He broke it off with his girlfriend. We did a report on it earlier in the week, right here on the Shot from the Point.
Yes, I am single and ready to mingle.
And we're very, very lucky.
Yes, but I'm very heartbroken. I've been just listening to breakup songs all week.
We're
all by myself.
We're very lucky to have Alex Ovechkin on the line.
I'm
Mr.
so lonely.
The Great Eight.
Mr. Lonely.
I'm sorry you broke up with your mediocre tennis player girlfriend. The wedding's off, I guess. Marina Kurnikova-Konokov.
It's okay. We said that we'll make wedding when one of us win championship. And by the looks of things weren't going to happen that way.
Well, you know, Alex, you missed out on another ring.
Yes. No, yes. That's what I was going to say. Yes. I don't get a ring. She don't get a ring. I was going to propose with Stanley Cup ring.
Just before all you trolls out there get mad at me, I stole that joke off the internet. One more ring. You got to have. So what are you going to do here going forward, Alex?
Yes, I am on Plenty of Fish.
What?
That's right. I am on Plenty of Fish. It's a dating website. I'm looking for a girl in Washington area. Preferably gymnast, model, or tennis player. Because that's all Russian women are. Russian women are either one of those things, or they're old and fat and grandma.
With babushkas.
Yes, with babushkas.
Alex, you know, a lot of people are thinking you're singing the blues right now. I don't. I figure like you walk into a bar and you say, "I'm Alex Ovechkin," and your pants fall off. And that's
Maybe
all it takes.
Russia,
Is it that?
I walk into certain bars and I go, "I am Alexander Ovechkin," and they're like, "Who?" I say, "I am face of NHL, Buxton Crosby."
Goodbye, Alex.
Goodbye.
I know more about Alex Ovechkin than I ever wanted to.
I've been waiting all fucking week. I've been singing to myself breakup songs
For that one.
with a Russian accent.
Oh, man.
All week I've been going, "I am so lonely."
Hold by
doing?
my
Like-
side. Oh, God. You know, I think, did we cover this or did me and Dave cover this? That's what I'm thinking. Like, he was reported to, like, she wasn't at a game or something like that, and he didn't know she was at the game or she was supposed to be there, and he started trashing the locker room, and they're like, Alex, she's here. You know,
Yeah, she's my good luck charm.
yeah.
She always doesn't show up to certain games, and they're always very important.
Like, I was like, that told me, like, oh, man. Look, here's my view.
I'll tell you one thing, there is a very low plus minus on my heart right now.
Maybe you should start back checking in the
What?
love world.
What's that?
What's that?
It's back checking.
All right. I gotta get. Actually, I forgot what bit I was gonna do. I was actually gonna do a bit, but I screw it. I'm actually losing my concentration. You know, it's actually easier to concentrate when I'm doing the show myself.
You don't have me just fucking blurting out in Russian accents.
That I don't mind. It's when you blurt out and it's not in Russian. You're allowed to blurt out in Russian as much as you want.
Fine, I'm just gonna, from now on, if I have something to say, I'll be like, "What's the deal with everyone being so offended these days?"
It's much funnier. NBC announced their schedule next year. I found this is not a really big deal as far as not one Canadian team will be broadcast except the Montreal Canadiens, and they only have 2 games. Let me read them off to you real quick. Anaheim Ducks 7, Coyotes 1. That's 1 more than they deserve. Los Angeles Kings will, of course, get 13. Sharks will get 13. Canucks 0. Blackhawks 20. That's understandable. Avalanche 7. I would have gave them more, but I'm a Avalanche mark. Dallas Stars 4. Minnesota Wild 11. Predators 1. Understandable. Blues 11. Bruins 17. Buffalo Sabres 11. And
Well,
the Sabres are getting more than the Avs?
Well, you gotta understand, everybody has a rivalry with the Sabres. Don't you understand that?
Yeah, because
the Wednesday
John
night
Scott-
rivalry.
Yeah, I know.
The Sabres were always on, and they were always playing like Wednesday night rivalry. The Sabres take on the Florida Panthers.
Florida Panthers 0. Red Wings 15. I said Canadians 2 before. Senators nothing. Like I said, they're the only Canadian. Lightning 5. Steve Stamkos can only be on 5 times. I don't know. Leafs. Oh, I'm sorry. The Leafs get 2 as well. So that's it. Only the original 6 Canadian teams. Canes get 3. Devils get 2.
Hey.
Islanders 0.
I think one of them's against Buffalo.
Yeah. here's
Wednesday night rivalry.
The Islanders.
All right. You know what? 2 is not that bad compared to some of these other teams.
Well, it's not as good as this. New York Rangers 14. Philadelphia Flyers 16. Pittsburgh Penguins 19. And the Washington Capitals 13.
Say, how come the Caps get 13?
Ovechkin.
That's right. Yes, come watch me. I will be on national TV 13 times this year.
If you stay here,
Don't worry. There's gonna be at least 7. There might be at least 7 games in June that the Devils will be on a national break.
Lindy Ruff's coaching over there this year, right? Yeah, I think so. Or is it Barry Trotz?
No, Barry Trotz.
Barry Trotz.
Yeah, because Lindy Ruff's in Dallas.
That's right. The Ruff's in Dallas, which they look like they're actually building something over there too.
They're looking good. Dallas is a team I'm gonna look out for, and there's another team I'm like, maybe they might be starting something. It was Dallas, and I can't think of.
Oh, thank you. Should blow you up for that.
Yeah, you should.
Yeah, I should. You know, maybe I will. I don't think. Maybe I'll think. I don't know. Leafs take a gamble on Dave Booth. 1 year, 1.1. Well, that's. I wonder if that's a Kyle Dubas move.
You know, he has a horrible name for if he does mess up.
Booth?
Nah, Dubas.
Dubas. Is Dubas? I don't know if I'm saying it right. I'll be perfectly honest with you. You remember Jim Peake? His career ended. He's a South Korean. He used to play at the Caps. Remember him?
Yeah. I mean,
Peake, P-A-E-K.
Yeah.
He's in charge of leading the Korean team. Actually, I think he's one of those guys that got hurt on one of those skating for an icing that he probably didn't have to skate for.
That's right. Right.
Yeah.
And he got yeah.
And when they were talking about doing hybrid icing or Olympic icing, his name would always come up. So, Peak is, of course, the Olympics are going to be in 2018 in Pyongyang, South Korea, and I don't know. I guess the South Koreans feel obligated to make the friggin' hockey thing, and they're going to get destroyed. I think it's almost better off they don't make it.
I think they should just have Olympics for just like teams that have no business for being in the Olympics.
They do. They do. It's like a week before the Olympics start. Or the World Championships do that too. You know, they have like Italy versus Japan.
Mexico has a team.
Yeah, Italy versus Japan, Mexico.
Well, Mexico is so bad, they don't even have them in NHL 15 or 14. They don't even have Korea or China.
New York Rangers avoid. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
India has a team.
Yeah.
You'd be surprised if you start Googling. Just think of the warmest countries in the world, and they'll have a team.
Yeah, maybe. Should I put the other?
Who's the one who spits it properly? Kid, it gotta be rich mahogany. Stealth bomber, rhymes like air strikes. Mad nice, fresher than your air nights. Go ahead and laugh, suckers, I'll make mad nuggets. I'm a bad mother, y'all just shit stains and ass nuggets. Been bugging, rugged with the lyric skill. Clearly ill to beat me, you need a miracle. Bass booming, tripped out, stage shrooming. Rap mutant, homie, I ain't human. Keith Richards, I spit that raw.
Yeah, we lost.
Bust like
I had a complete shutdown on this end.
Really sick, guilty kids spit filthy
So I went right into a mahogany record. You there?
Yeah.
Looks like we're back live. Sorry, everybody. We had a breakdown. The good news is I can now edit this crap, and after the fact. So I guess that's what I'll be doing after the show, and I can go in there and actually edit the file and what have you. What the hell were we talking about?
Something about hockey.
Not terribly happy with this show. It's we're
You'll
cold,
go back
man.
and listen to it, and
I'm
you'll
cold.
like it.
Just
Come
bad
on,
start.
it's a summer show.
Yeah.
What do you want us to do?
Call in.
Yeah.
Like to hear from you,
we wanna hear
callers,
from you.
especially since find out we're working. Skype is at shot from the point. One word. Got anything to say? Love to hear from you. Maybe you have some suggestions for our show, like get a better internet connection. That's always helpful.
Grand Slam says he can't stand watching games on NBC.
You know what's his
I
name?
think he should call in.
Frenchie
I think he should tell us-
McFrenchman used to get on my nerves with that. You know, what have you. Yeah, give us a call.
I think you should call in and tell us why you don't to get used to it.
Yeah.
Because of the simple fact that it's, you don't know when you have to hustle for the puck and when you don't have to hustle for the puck. And
Well,
sometimes
here's the short answer every time, because more than likely they're going to blow the whistle before you get to the hash marks anyway. You still have to just keep the same mentality. I think the issue is it's a tough call of the referee, and it's a subjective call because there's no line there, no physical line there.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to go with a complete 180. I think it worked. Nobody got hurt, and that's the most important thing. And I didn't think it affected the game that much. I would have liked for them to have to hustle for it, but the stone cold reality is most of the time when these guys get hurt, it's not that big a deal whether they got the puck or not. And I'm okay with it. And actually, I like to see the Olympic Committee switch to it too, because that freaking automatic icing is wretched.
Yeah, I don't like it.
In Manitoba, 2 teenage girls charged with assault after attacking hockey officials. This coming from Harrison Mooney of Punk Daddy. 2 teenage girls in Manitoba have been charged with assault after a tournament hockey game ended in a bitter brawl. The girls, 14 and 13, played for Lake Manitoba First Nation Eagles. First Nation, they're Indians.
Speak Canadian.
They're like they're like our Anaheim Ducks fan out there who gave us some great calls. Maybe he can give some background on this. Who were up against the Stonewall Blues in minor league championship. Tensions were high. Lake Manitoba had been charged with numerous penalties throughout their chippy play. And then the girls threw down with the refs.
You know what they call that in Canada?
What?
A classy lady.
I think it was one of those.
That's a girl you take home the dad.
Yeah. It was like an Indian reservation area, what have you.
Well,
Like, it doesn't make a
what's our one
difference,
friend? Or,
What's that?
What's his name?
You know, my experience with Native Americans is you really got to do a lot to piss them off, but
Oh, yeah.
once you do, look the fuck out.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
I'll tell you, I mean, we didn't grow up around too many Native Americans, but I got to go to
Actually,
Yeah.
I never showed you a picture of my dad.
Well, you're not opening a casino
my
anytime
dad-
soon. Otherwise, I'd be nicer to you. You're not American. You're no more Indian than that dope from Boston, Elizabeth Warren.
Yeah, but if you saw a picture of my dad, like, yeah, I see it.
Okay.
My dad's almost brown.
Maybe that might be why you don't know a lot of your background, and that you hate that anybody else has ethnicity.
You know, it's funny. My dad, he told me like his aunt ended up telling him like, yeah, you're Native American, and like it was like a big thing.
Yeah.
Like they don't want like anybody like my grandfather like kept it hush hush.
Why?
Because
you want anybody brown in the family?
Like
He didn't want anybody brown in the
knowing
family.
like when he was in the army and stuff. And
Oh my God!
it was like a big thing.
I don't understand
Back
that.
then.
I don't understand. Yeah, back then. Thank God that's over with.
Yeah, now it'd be like, oh, cool.
Yeah, things have changed. Now it's okay to hate Jews.
Yeah, what the hell's going on over in your freaking area of the world?
It doesn't take much to stoke anti-Semitism, and I think what happened now gives everybody to act as bigoted as they always really wanted to, but they were afraid because it kind of drums up feelings of the Holocaust. So, oh God, I'm not getting into it. Get me later. Don't get me into that.
No.
Anti-Semitism is running wild in Europe. Wild. It's frightening, actually. I'm not even joking. Joe Sacco hired by the Boston Bruins. He got let go by Ted Nolan earlier in the season from the Buffalo Sabres, but I mean, shit. mean, house cleaning was more than necessary over there, whether it's your fault or not.
Yeah.
This is a good one. Grandparents allege Los Angeles Kings ruined their sex life lawsuit.
I saw that. I couldn't quite understand it.
I think what they're saying is they were fucking and a puck hit them in the head. Or no, they got hit with a puck. They got hit with a puck. And, they got hit with a puck. And then, whatchamacallit? They couldn't have sex after that. So apparently that's LA's Kings' fault.
Oh, fine. Then I'm going to sue the LA Kings for sleep deprivation.
Me too. I have a better case than you do.
That's right.
Yeah. Why not? Possibly the best story reported this week. Patrick Kane goes to his home in Buffalo, picks up a hockey stick, plays as a ringer for the they had this. He played for what the hell name of the team? The Piranhas versus St. Essex Pub. Beat them 13. So like 15-3. And he had like 5 goals and 5 assists. And you can see this picture right here. He's standing next to a kid with a St. Louis Blues t-shirt and a Chicago Blackhawks hat on, which I think they gave him last minute because he's probably a big Brett Hull fan. And that kid, man, he's...
That's not fair.
Yeah, picking on the kid? Well...
No.
Here's what I'm going to say.
Patrick Kane going to play roller hockey.
He's not roller hockey. He's playing ice hockey.
Oh, it was ice hockey.
He's playing ice hockey.
Come on.
Oh, God. Joe Cronin, you're on the air.
They got hit with a puck, and now they can't fuck. Leah came up with that. I had to call. Bye.
Thanks, Joe Cronin. Joe Cronin Show. If you like wrestling, I highly, highly recommend that you check over to Joe Cronin Show right now. Damn near 8,000 subs. And big SummerSlam pay-per-view coming up. Every pay-per-view, every Raw. Joe Cronin, the Joe Cronin Show. Live call-in number at Joe Cronin Show on Twitter. Joe Cronin. As I've said before, he is, I'm the grasshopper. He's a sensei. Or whatever the hell they call it. Right?
Yep.
Leah told her to call that. And his wonderful wife, Leah, who recently gave birth to a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful girl. Actually, no, that's not even all that interesting. More callers, please, bitte. More callers to keep this stagnation going. What else we got? Hit with a puck, now they can't fuck. That kid was dorky looking. That's what I was going to say. Like, I bet he's a bully at school. You know what I mean? And what happened was Patrick Kane put his hand over the Blues thing. No, it's not fair. Cronin was saying before he'd been pissed if Kane showed up and they shelled his freaking team. You know? If it was preseason, I wouldn't have cared. But if it's, now that it's not preseason. You're already getting into bad habits early. You're not looking at the camera.
Sorry.
Oh, you obviously don't give a fuck.
Nah, I'm done.
So Kane shows up. Where the hell? Why is this at 10 days ago? I think that's it anyway. Because the final story is a Dubas story. And I think we're actually pretty much done. What were you looking up that was so scary important?
No, I was just getting all the plugs ready for that new group that I'm going to become an admin of.
Oh, tell everybody about that.
It is the EA Sports NHL Gaming and NHL Fans. It's a new they have about 1,000 followers right now. You know, right now I'm going to be posting content for anything Devils related or anything NHL related.
Super.
And it's good. It should be good. I'll be posting memes and stuff, and hopefully it goes better than my last little stint with being an admin.
But you got kicked out immediately.
Came out of nowhere, like, yeah, we don't like you tagging your name to stuff.
Yeah, we want to take credit for your work.
Yeah.
That's why you're making them memes. They didn't want you to take credit for them.
Yeah.
Well,
and I said to these guys, I asked them all the questions right up front.
Yeah.
I go, is it cool if I just tag myself to stuff I made? And You know, and they're like, yeah. I don't have a problem.
Yeah, somebody. You know what it is? Somebody else found out about it. What was that? That website that they kicked you off the name?
Oh, it was NJ Devils Fanatics.
Don't go
and
there.
Also,
Devil fans,
don't go there. Yeah,
They're
You know,
jerk offs. They
did all auctions and stuff.
the only thing that Joe Cronin, you're back in the air.
Listen, I hate to call back in again, but
Yeah.
what the fuck is Jake wearing on his head right now? Did your order of headphones get mixed up with some soccer moms from Connecticut?
My headphones broke.
Yeah. Yeah, I see that.
Something else is broken now. I mean, 2 weeks ago, a woman was mugged while jogging wearing her headphones. And I think now we know the answer to this.
I didn't think
I had to go to Five Below. Like last week, my headphones broke that I normally use. So I went to Five Below. I wasn't going to spend
Listen to him.
$200 on a pair of
I'm not on a radio
mind if
show.
you wear the headphones. Just at least tell everyone you're colorblind before you go on the air.
This is what happened to my headphones.
Okay.
You know
the
problem with him? I'm glad you brought this up. Thanks for calling, because I'm glad you brought this up. He doesn't like to stare at the camera for the whole show. So he gets distracted. He starts looking all over the place, and then I feel obligated to switch the camera. So he would be totally comfortable putting blinding headphones on with I don't know. They look like fucking spandex from the 80s. Those fluorescent spandex from the 80s.
They do look like they should be in that Getting Physical video.
Yeah.
You know what, though? They're memorable, and now people are always going to recognize you for that. You have to keep them now.
Now you have to keep them. He's absolutely correct.
These
Joe's
were
wise man's got
actually
8,000
just
subs.
temporary headphones.
Yeah.
Until I could save up money and get like the Beats by Dre or something like top notch.
It gets even funnier if I start to picture you, beating off in the bathroom, and those are the headphones you're wearing. Okay, I gotta go, guys.
Listening to Let's Get Physical.
Yeah.
I know a YouTube video I'm posting tonight.
Beat your meat. We'll see you later. Joe Cronin out. Peace.
I'm glad he brought that up. You should be embarrassed.
What are these headphones?
Jake Link. Yeah, they're ridiculous.
They're comfortable.
So what? You're like on YouTube now. You have a YouTube show. And what the fuck?
It's my look. No one bats an eye that Don Cherry wears fucking pink and kisses guys. That's right. I'm gonna be the Don Cherry of headphones.
That's actually a good idea.
I'm gonna go to Five Below, and I am just gonna get. I am gonna make my whole thing. I just pick up the most ridiculous headphones.
It's gonna be your bit.
I want to find one like made out of like Don Cherry, like
Too funny. I think that's it. Hey, I might end this early, you goofballs, because I know we got a few listeners. Call in. You got any comments, especially on this Kyle Dubas situation? Do you think it's going to change anything? Do you not think it's going to change anything? Isn't that meaningful? Are you an advanced stats person? Are you an advanced stats advocate? Are you an anti-advanced stats, anti-statistical? Do you believe the Earth was created in 7 days or whatever the hell it was? Cole. We're doing too good on calls for too long.
Yeah. Well, we only have 6 people listening right now, so
That's better than what we used to have.
Yeah.
We're doing bad. I got 2 calls last time.
Summer,
Yeah, I got 2
it's a
calls.
very nice summer day on the East Coast, so.
Alrighty. What the hell else was I gonna say? I did have something. I don't know. Oh, when you want to do? You want to do a show Wednesday?
This Wednesday?
Yeah.
I gotta look at my schedule.
We'll see.
What time? That's the thing. Well, we should talk about this like off the air. Maybe.
No, I think it's funny.
No. Ooh,
No,
okay.
I want to see how committed you are.
What time Wednesday?
I'm gonna let you tell me. I want to see how committed you are.
How's
This is the trial of this is a trial for you.
This is like a re-audition.
Yeah, maybe.
How's 7 o'clock?
No, it's like 1 o'clock in the morning. I want to see if you like cancel out of work for it or something. That's what I'm interested in.
Yeah.
I want to see how much. I want to see how much you love me.
I have my regional manager coming in the next day to complain about, how horrible like the state of the warehouse and the whole shop has been. And I'm just gonna leave just to do the show. Actually, I would love.
I don't care.
I know
you think I care?
No, I don't.
Of course
think
not.
you do.
I don't care.
It doesn't affect you.
No, why would I care? I don't care. You think I care? No.
You know what's funny? I would love to get my regional manager.
Yeah.
On this, he's actually a big Flyers fan.
Well, tell him to call the show.
I think it would be a great bit because it would definitely do
things up.
It would definitely break some boundaries of some sorts.
Yeah, sure.
Just be this guy who's freaking my boss's boss calls in.
Yeah, that'd be funny.
So.
Especially the way I'll act like a big dick, just to get you in trouble at work. That's a plan.
Shit.
Got any plugs, friend?
No, just EA Sports NHL fans. Just check out everything on there. They're going to be doing tournaments and stuff for all the consoles, mostly Xbox 360.
Mm-hmm.
Just go on there, like the page, and just tell them, hey, Jake Lake sent me, and he's a swell guy. And
what is it called? EA Sports what?
It's EA Sports NHL fans.
Yeah.
And they're just starting out. They don't have anything with what's it called? The EA Sports themselves. It's EA Sports NHL Gaming and NHL Friends.
Check it out.
NHL fans. Yep. So
NHL.
check it out.
EA Sports Gaming and NHL Jake Link. Give him a shout. Let him know you're there.
Right.
If you also get Jake Link Comedy at Twitter at Jake Link Comedy. Talk to Jake about hockey.
That too, and
maybe
might be some shows coming up. I'm working on something. So.
Oh, by the way, what did you think about the Detroit Red Wings situation with that girl?
Oh, the puck bunny.
Ah, shit. I had a feeling you didn't hear it.
No, I did.
You did?
The whole puck. Yeah.
What's your take on that? What's your take on that?
I think she's just being silly.
Yeah, you think they overreacted?
I think that's all the internet is. It's just people overreacting.
Just overreacting and getting pissed off about shit they shouldn't.
People just react to anything without even looking up anything. That's what makes The Onion so great. The Onion's been around. The Onion's been around for a very, very long time. Probably since the early 2000s, before the internet is what it is now.
Yeah.
So
they used to be a paper in New York City. You get it for free.
Yeah.
You know? I don't know if
but
they do that
now it's this huge online publication. And you could, and there's so many copycat websites that post things just like them, and people start thinking they're true.
Yeah.
There was a thing after the cop in Jersey City was gunned down.
Yeah.
The Blood said they were gonna shoot, just start killing random cops in Jersey until the National Guard showed up.
Yeah.
So.
What did the Onion do?
So it wasn't the Onion; it was another one.
Yeah.
They said the Crips are now teaming up with the cops.
There's a lot of them now. The Army's got one called the Duffel Blog. It's pretty funny, but it's a lot of inside stuff, so you've sort of got to be... Some of it's funny. I've posted a few of them. The Army's got a real good one.
People start... And it says, because people don't pay attention to detail.
Nah.
It says right up there, America's 27th most reliable news source. and right in the title of it.
Yeah, I know. Doesn't matter. Nobody reads.
It's still hysterical,
Nobody reads.
Nobody reads, and the best thing was when people are posting all those fake articles, and they would say, gotcha. It just goes to show how much people don't read.
That's the truth. All right. Let's finish up this sucker and the plugs and all that happy crappy and what have you. Let's see, if you subscribe to Joe Cronin's show, and right here on YouTube, www.youtube.com/Joe Cronin Show, you get to see a great show called Monetize This with me, Tommy C, Joe Cronin, Chris Tazovich, and the great Jesse J, who has had some epic moments on this show. We've done, since we reintroduced, we've actually knocked down 11 shows. 11 shows. That's really great.
I have to go on, but it's on so freaking late.
Yeah, I know. It's late. It's too late for you. It's not for It's not for people who have to listen to their wife every 2 minutes. You know, it's for real men. You know.
That's right.
I gotta
it
get
wasn't for
new
your wife,
graphic up
you'd
there
be
to get
living out
Jesse
the
in there.
streets.
We got a 4-man team now. You know that?
Yeah.
So you'd have to be a guest.
I know I'd have to be a guest. I'm not trying to say.
Well, I really think you should go back and listen to some of the episodes because we got we've known about him. He's been a big Joe Cronin fan for a while. But after you get off of here, I want you to go to Joe Cronin's site and I want you to check out. It says something to the effect of after every pay-per-view or Raw, it's an ad, and you have to check it out because it's got some monetized this stuff. The Joe Cronin show's been off the hook. It's been funny. They've been having incidents.
You know what I
developing
did?
history.
I have
What's
a
that?
friend who's actually I actually have two. I have one that works for WWE and one that's like he was like into the wrestling
Business.
like growing up and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And like he did like the JPW and he actually like knows like some people. He's friends with Iron Sheik and Dean Malenko. He actually knew that like Sting was backstage before everyone else like knew that Sting was going to be back.
Backstage.
Back
Well, that's
so
everybody's
I contacted Joe and Chris right away.
Did you?
And said, "Listen,
What a good man you are."
This is the rumor that I just heard right now because I know nothing about.
I didn't
wrestling.
know that you tipped Joe off on that.
I sent him a message.
That's news to me.
I did send him a message.
I got sent so many messages about that actually that I forgot. But, but no, you I think you were the first person to say it. And,
he never got credit for it once.
Wow.
I never got I never got properly credited there, I don't think. That's what happens when you got people tweeting and texting and all these things all day and then you forget.
Oh yeah, I'm sure they do. They're fucking insane about this.
Yeah. Well, that's what happens when you have a real YouTube channel. You get busy.
I don't think it has anything to do. I just think wrestling fans are just damn near insane.
They really don't. Well, you know what I think it is too? Is like there's plenty of outlets for hockey and football and baseball. There's not a lot of extra outlets for wrestling because it's a work, and I think Joe and a lot of other guys fill the void. They want to talk wrestling like we talk about hockey. So I think I honestly believe that. I wonder if Joe would have as many subs if there was more mainstream wrestling talk show on ESPN. But that's never going to happen. So I think that works for everybody, for us especially.
That's why I decided this was where I was going to go.
Yeah, you're
a fucking genius.
You are. I think you are a genius. I'm going to come on. When I fly to Boston in September, I'm going to pucker up and kiss your ass.
You're going to find out what a genius I am when you get the old tickle behind the back.
Yeah.
There's a guy on Google right now. If anybody's listening on Google Plus, if you go to my video about the New York City murder or whatever, that accidental death of Eric Garner,
yes.
This guy's name is Fat Ass Behind Pickle Dildos. And he commented on the video and said, "Angry Grandpa Wannabe." And then I said, "I don't even know who that is, so nice try. Who the fuck is Old Grandpa?"
Yeah.
And then he said, "Before you comment, learn to spell. You're an angry grandpa wannabe." Angry grandpa is a guy who gets pissed off at little things like Eric Garner and N-word who deserve to die.
Oh, really? Who's the
Yeah, so...
oh, I know who Angry Grandpa is. That's a work, too, by the way.
Oh, yeah, it is. It's just a work, but there's a tons... So I told this idiot that there's millions of people that do that.
Yeah.
So, it's not original, you friggin' retard, just because it's the only thing that you grasped onto. It's not original. And I do it, too, and so don't a bunch of other people. And by the way, maybe if your ugly white grandfather didn't bring the black people over here on a boat, you wouldn't have to deal with it then. But anyway, that's all I'll say. I just wanted to mention that to the peeps and say this show was good. I enjoyed it. I'm glad you're back.
Stop kissing my ass. I'm not happy with this show.
Really?
No, it's all right.
Well, I think it was a filling out period, and I think we felt it out, and we found out that the boobs weren't that big. But next time, we'll pick a hotter chick. Bye-bye.
You don't know how right you are.
Swallow it.
All right, everybody.
Funny? You know, it's just hysterical. It's like just to show you how big of a fan base Joe has.
Yeah.
When he comes on, people watching like goes up by like 3 or 4.
I know, it's amazing.
Like he just has like people following him around like little lost ducklings.
Don't be insulting them, you jackass.
No, I love them.
There are fans too.
That's
Goofy.
Right. We need somebody like that. We need somebody as passionate about wrestling and wrestling talk shows. we need people like that.
Yeah.
Here.
And that's a good thing, because I'm going to finish this up right now. We're looking for hockey correspondents. If you have a little background in hockey and you want to be on the radio or broadcast or be a part of the Shot from the Point team, I'm actually being serious right now. We're looking for correspondents for each and every team, including other professional hockey leagues. In other words, if you're like into the DEL or a major league. I'm not talking about the Slovakian C League. Unless something happens, and then you can call me and say you're the correspondent for the Slovakian C League. But we're looking for correspondents, so when there's big issues come up, I can either do you on Shot from the Point News or actually patch you in the Shot from the Point Live. So if you're interested and you like to talk and you think you can express yourself and you know something about hockey, I'd like to take you.
We are going to do a review show on the Imanav Sportsplex Roller Hockey League.
Yeah, I'm looking for guys in the Imanav in Edison, New Jersey.
Yeah.
Oh, please. Here you go. That was for you. Can I finish this show? I'm starting to remember how much you used to drive me crazy. I missed you. I missed you.
You think I got professional over the summer?
Yeah, I was just, I don't know, maybe.
You know, like Walter Cronkite now or something?
Who knew? Could have been this. JohnFreemanMusic.com, JohnFreemanMusic.com, JohnFreemanMusic.com. John Freeman is the official musician of the Shot from the Point. Although we don't use him to start anymore. We don't use it open. But he wrote this ditty and plenty of others. Check out JohnFreemanMusic.com. He writes music professionally. You want to start a podcast? We need your own music. He'll sell it to you. And it's like going to Pep Boys. You can say, I want music that sounds like and the Pep Boys guy says, yeah, I know what's wrong with your car. But he'll say, I know what's up with your music. Check him out, JohnFreemanMusic.com. Bitches. All right, everybody. It's time for me to head out. I had fun. I hope you had some laughs. Stay tuned for Shot from the Point News. Shot from the Point News updates when stuff breaks. I'll be doing something on actually NHL 15 pretty soon. And as, of course, big news breaks, I thought we covered it all today. Thank you very much for being us with Mr. Jake Link.
That's right. Always a pleasure. Always fun.
Always fun.
I can't wait till this fucking thing takes off in September.
Yeah, like we thought last September. But thanks very much, everybody, for tuning in. We love to hear from you, loyal Joe Cronin fans, loyal Shot from the Pointers, and don't worry, we're getting this thing. We're doing this. We're making mistakes now, so we don't make them come season time. We're looking at a badass hockey season, and I'm ready for it. I don't know about you. I'm ready to go.
I'm ready.
We'll see ya next time, bitches.